but I don't like it. I wouldn't wear it. It's not me. I like hoochie mama clothes, okay? I don't, I wouldn't dress modestly, but my creator told me to do so. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, and if you're new here, I like to do daily vlogs, travel vlogs, product reviews, and videos like today that is advice that no one asked for, but I feel like people need to know. And today we're going to be talking about hijab. So go ahead and click that subscribe button, give this video a like, and yeah, let's get into it. So I don't know if this video is going to be like my hijab story or a little bit of advice, but I think it's going to be a mixture of both. So I'm going to tell y'all how I started wearing hijab and then also like just the bumps along the way. So if you are new to my channel or have missed my last video, I am a revert. So I came to Islam or reverted to Islam in December of 2018. I was born, or I'm not gonna say born, I was raised up a Christian and then converted in my early 20s. I would say most of my journey as a revert or coming to Islam, I have worn hijab, and I really think that that made it really easy for me to, I grew as a Muslim also wearing hijab. And I feel like if I didn't do that and I got used to being Muslim without wearing hijab, it wouldn't have been as important to me, and it wouldn't have um, I wouldn't have combined the two. Just like becoming Muslim, you have prayer and they just are stuck together. Becoming Muslim, making salat, and wearing hijab, like I just grouped all those things together into coming into this new religion. That was the first big step I made other than prayer in really getting into my religion, is deciding to wear hijab. And I think somewhere I have like my first picture of me wearing hijab, and I'm gonna post it somewhere over here. I will say that I did have some hiccups in wearing hijab along the way, but really I have like 3 major times that I kind of like took it off slash didn't wear it that I can remember, and everything else, alhamdulillah, has been very consistent. But that doesn't mean I still don't have like feelings and emotions about it, that I just kind of just say, okay, you know what, we just gotta get through this. To be quite honest, I was not 100% comfortable with wearing hijab. I knew it was something that I needed slash wanted to do because I was now Muslim, but it wasn't something that just came natural to me. All my life I've been told, you know, my hair is my glory, your hair is your crown, and you know, it's beautiful, it's beauty. And I felt like my hair was beautiful, and I still feel that way, but now I'm being told to cover it. Like literally when I took my shahada, the person, one of the witnesses that were there, it wasn't like in a mosque or anything, one of the witnesses were there, was like, sister, you know, next step, you know, wear hijab. And I was like, I didn't take it as anything bad. I don't feel like he should have said that so soon, but it's a lot when you come from, you know, covering is not just something that I was used to. I was used to wearing whatever, however, and not that I was wearing things that were crazy inappropriate, but it just, covering my hair was the last thing on my mind. But alhamdulillah, like very soon I combined all of those things together, and I was just able to say, okay, hijab, being Muslim also means wearing hijab, in my opinion. While I wasn't comfortable with wearing hijab 100%, I will say that I was riding the high of becoming Muslim. So the new knowledge that I found and all the exciting things that come along with those just good warm feelings that I had when I took my shahada, I was still kind of riding those feelings when I decided, okay, I need to wear hijab. So it wasn't like, ooh, should I wear it? Ooh, should I not? It was just like, okay, just do it. Just hop right in, you know? When I first started wearing hijab, confidence-wise, it was a good and bad thing. So the good thing was the catcalling stopped completely. Like, you know, those gas station guys, you know how people joke about how they're so aggressive and they got all the compliments? That completely stopped when I started wearing hijab. I wouldn't say that I had guys just always trying to talk to me and always trying to get my number, but it was enough that it was frequent enough to notice that it stopped completely. So that was something that I was like, okay, consciously, it was a good feeling because I knew that I looked different. I felt like I was carrying myself better. But subconsciously, somewhere, I feel like now looking back, it may have kind of made me feel some type of way because now their guys are not looking at me. And for someone who's had like self-esteem, not issues, but like I can't say in the past I've judged my not self-worth, but I felt the more guys that I felt like were trying to talk to me, the more I felt like I was pretty or I was good enough or I was this and I was that. So for that to stop, I liked it because no one really likes being catcalled like that. But at the same time, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not being catcalled. Like, does that make sense? How it's like, I know it's a good thing, but it felt like a bad thing. As a tall girl, I was used to being looked at, but now I felt like I was being looked over. Like they weren't even looking at me. Like they were purposely not trying to look at me because maybe they were scared of me or something like that. So it kind of like made me feel some type of way because I'm like, okay, all right, this is cool, but it's like, I gotta really regain my confidence back. Later on, I feel like when men did try to talk to me, they were a lot more respectful. I feel like no one was like, hey, yo, mom, let me get your number. It was more so like, are you married? And I know that's kind of a religious slash cultural thing, but I just don't feel like guys were really trying to like get down like how they used to. So maybe that's a good thing. Oh, so another thing that I kind of struggled with when I was starting to wear just the scarf in general was the rest of it. Like anybody will tell you hijab is not just the scarf that goes on your head. It's really everything. Like most hijabis, they wear like long sleeves, loose clothes. I mean, they're not showing their legs, their clothes, their dresses, skirts, whatever, pants are coming to their ankles, at least to their ankles. Like you're not just throwing on a scarf and calling it a day. Like everything changes, and that's just not something that I was used to. And like I said before, it's not like I dressed bad, but I would wear a skirt. I would wear a tank top. I would wear like these things that I really didn't see as bad. I just was like, oh, this is a cute outfit. So having to change everything, it was hard because I'm already tall and clothes already are hard to fit sometimes. So now having to have loose clothes and having to have longer clothes and wearing a scarf, I just felt like I didn't feel cute. Like I did not feel cute. Like, and that was a really hard thing to like come into my own style as a hijabi. And honestly, I still am struggling with that, but it's gotten better. But that was a really big challenge for me. I remember when I first started wearing hijab, like trying to feel cute and not getting clothes. I didn't want to get clothes just because they were modest. I wanted to get clothes because I liked them too. And that was like really hard to find for me. Well, especially because it seems like modest clothes are so expensive. I don't know what it is about the West. When I say the West, I mean like United States, North America. But modest clothes are so expensive. Like you're spending at least $100 on one dress, and the quality is iffy on that. Or can be depending on where you're shopping, like, and it's not really available like that. You have to buy it online, and I like shopping online, but like as a tall person, like the little outfits, they don't fit, so I have to just like, it's a lot. So I just wasn't really finding a lot of options that just made me feel good about hijab. And another thing that I noticed that I didn't do in the beginning, I just would throw on my scarf and just go. Like I didn't take the time to learn how to put it on. Like you have to style your hijab almost just as much time in the same way you style your hair. And I wasn't doing that. So my hijab looking all lopsided, like the wind just blew it off and I just put it back on. And I looked a mess because I was a mess. Like I was not doing it right. And like I just did not give it enough credit that you have to learn how to put this on. You can't just throw it on and it's gonna look good. So thank God for tutorials, but I'm still learning that part too. I forgot I didn't give y'all a time frame. So this is like my junior year of college. So I'm still on campus. I'm off campus, but I'm on campus. So, but I'm still in college. And my friend circle had shrunk like tremendously, but I still had like one friend who like would go out and stuff. So that's another thing about hijab. What do I look like being a hijabi in the club? What do I look like being a hijabi in a bar? What do I look like being a hijabi or like wearing modest clothes and my friend is like got on a mini dress? Like I'm not comfortable. I already feel like I'm sticking out and now I'm really sticking out. So it was just so many changes at one time that I was just like, I don't know. And God is good because me and that friend ended up not being friends. So I was able to kind of like move on and just, I didn't get new friends that supported hijab, but at least I didn't have friends that didn't support hijab or my new, religion and stuff. So I guess that was a blessing, but it still kind of hurt my confidence, self-esteem. Like, how do I feel cute in this scarf that I'm supposed to wear? I've already talked to y'all about how I felt when I first put on hijab and just kind of the thoughts that I was having. But let's talk about when I wanted to take hijab off and did take hijab off. So we talked about how I felt when I put hijab on for the first time and I was wearing it and trying to get used to it. But let's talk about the times when I was not feeling it and actually went through a phase of taking it off. And when I say take it off, I mean this is after I decided to wear it full time, and now I'm wanting to take it off for a week, a month, or whatever, however long the occasion is. But I had already decided to wear it, but now I'm taking it off. And that happened like 3 times, I think, for sure. So let's talk about those times. Honestly, I think I can say the main 2 times that it happened, I hate to say this, but it did have to do with a guy. Like, when I say a guy, I mean my ex-husband. When you are already struggling with feeling beautiful and feeling looked at, and you're trying to get used to being modest, and that's not how you used to be, and the one Muslim, because I only had him as a support system as far as like becoming Muslim. Like, I hadn't really made a lot of friends. And when I say hadn't really, I mean I really did not have friends that were Muslim. Family, no, like they don't understand. Like, I didn't have anybody in my corner rooting for this except for this person at a time. And when that person cheats on you with people who aren't wearing hijab or are dressing how you used to dress or are showing their hair or wearing tight clothes, it's like a slap in the face. Like, I'm already feeling less than, I'm already not feeling cute. And this, like, cheating is already a terrible feeling, but this is who you like. These are the type of girls, this is what they wear, this is what they do, and that's who you choose to cheat on me with. So I know once I kind of found that out, I went through a phase of kind of like taking it off and put, like, I wasn't consistent with it, so I'll say I took it off. I'll never say that I converted for someone else. I do think meeting my ex-husband helped me find Islam, because I don't know if I would have found it on my own. I was still very fragile and sensitive that I hadn't converted just for me just yet. Like, Islam wasn't mine alone. It was still something that I was still learning and getting comfortable with. So having a support system or a base was really important. And when that base was wobbly, it was like I was wobbly. So that wasn't a good place to be in as far as like religion, deen, what is it? Iman? My bad. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't a good place to be in. So I think I did that like twice for that reason alone, was, because I was feeling weird about that. And then I had an incident more recently, that was actually in the last year, 2022, where, I know this is gonna sound so silly, but it, like, at the moment it felt like I don't know, in the moment I was so overwhelmed and so frustrated and pissed off, but now looking back, it's so silly. So, once again, trying to go somewhere with people that, it's not that they weren't my friends, but trying to go somewhere where I shouldn't have been in the first place. A club. It wasn't a club, it was a rooftop bar. I don't drink, so me going to a bar is really just to be social. But I remember trying to find an outfit to wear, and I was like, I don't have any modest, cute, casual clothes. Like, it's either like a dress that screams pilgrim, that's what it felt like, or it's like the complete opposite, because I still had clothes that were like skinny jeans that I would wear with a big top. Like, I just could not find anything for the life of me that felt cute, to wear to this occasion, or maybe some clothes were dirty or something. I don't know. And I remember I had on some skinny jeans and a bodysuit, just basic, okay? And I had my hair, it was like, I guess I had braided it or did a natural style or something like that, so it was big. And I was trying to pull it back, slick it back into like a ponytail so I could do the ponytail and then make it a bun and put my scarf on. But for some reason, my hair would not slick down for nothing. For nothing. And I was just getting, the more I did it, the more mad I got. And I was just like, F it, I'm not wearing this scarf. Like, I can't, nothing matches it anyway. I don't have a scarf that matches. I don't have an outfit that matches. I'm not wearing this. Who cares? And I went out. And to be honest, there wasn't some big revelation that came to me. Nobody cared because nobody knew I was a hijabi. So nobody was looking at me like, oh my gosh, she doesn't have on a scarf. Nobody freaking knew me. Like, who cares? And I didn't feel any better. I honestly did not feel any better. Like, oh, I got it all figured out. Honestly, when I got back home, it wasn't like, oh man, I went out without my hijab. I'm so sad. It was kind of just like, I just need to do my hair so I can slick this down. Like, it was like a temper tantrum as an adult. Like, I wish I had some type of like super deep thing that happened when I got home. Like, I just realized that this and that. Like, I didn't. It was a bad day. That's all it was. I haven't had a tantrum like that since that one. So, inshallah, I don't have any more. But I guess what I take from that is I just don't need to be in places that hijabis shouldn't be, you know, that are weird for me to be in. And not even just hijabis, but just places I wouldn't feel comfortable in. And plan your outfits, because I don't care. At this point, I will wear the same outfit 5 times in a row. If it makes me feel cute, comfortable, and confident, I'm gonna wear it. But trying to throw something together and mix in with a crowd that's not something that I'm supposed to be mixing in with, it's gonna make me feel weird. So other than that tantrum that I had earlier in 2022 in the summer, I haven't had those feelings since. And I will say I came to the realization even before then, I guess I was just having a bad day that time, hijab is for me. Like, even though I wouldn't wear it if it was on my own, honestly, if Allah did not tell us to wear hijab, I would not wear it. I don't like it. I honestly don't like it. And I still don't like it. I know it's good for me though. I like what it represents. I like what it does. I like the respect and just elegance that it gives me. But I don't like it. I wouldn't wear it. It's not me. I like hoochie mama clothes, okay? I don't, I wouldn't dress modestly, but my creator told me to do so. So that's what I'm gonna do. Even though it's something I don't like, I know it's good for me. I understand why it's good for me. So that's why I do it. I understand how hijab helps me stay safe from lusting eyes or from, shoot, evil eye even. Not just men, but women too. Like, I know that under the modest clothes, under the scarf, under all that, I'm bomb. Like, if y'all think I'm cute with the scarf on, imagine without. Like, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn, but mashallah, like, I am blessed. Alhamdulillah. Like, I know that that's not meant for everyone to see. So I understand why it's told for women to do it. That doesn't mean I like it though, you know? And hijab is not just, you know, what you wear. Like, hijab is how I act. So I feel like when I'm wearing hijab, I'm literally wearing my religion on my shoulders. Like, I am a representation of my religion. And that can be stressful sometimes because I'm not perfect. I'm a human. But I feel like if I'm the only Muslim person that someone interacts with that day, or the first Muslim person they interact with, I want it to be a positive one. I don't want it to be like, oh, that Muslim girl, she was cussing at me and I cut her off in traffic, or she flicks me off. And I don't want to flick someone off and they be like, oh, look at her wearing her hijab flicking me off. You know, so like, hijab constitutes like everything you do, you know, and that can be kind of tough sometimes, but inshallah, Allah makes it easy for me. But yeah, overall, I'm still learning with hijab. I'm still growing with it. Like I said, I don't like it, but I do it because I know its benefits, and I know that at the end of the day, if Allah told me to do something, it must be good for me. Even if I can't see it in this world, I all the time think, if I lived a crappy life on earth and I was a terrible Muslim and I missed my prayers, maybe, just maybe, on the day of judgment, wearing my hijab will be the one thing that tips the scale on the good side, and I'm in there, you know? Like, that's how I have to look at it some days, because I don't want to be. I don't want to wear hijab all the time. I really don't. But I feel like in the long run, it might save me from something. So that's how I kind of like motivate myself. Like, my afterlife is a really, really big motivator for a lot of the things I do Islamically, because Islam is supposed to be easy, but we make it hard as people sometimes. And I just have to remember that, like, what's it called? It's the long game or something. It's the end game. I forgot. Something like that. Just thinking about how hijab can help me in the afterlife and what Allah has told us to do just is what gets me through it on my worst days. And then some days my hair is not done. So boom. Okay, hijab. Like, under here, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna throw on this scarf and it's gonna look good anyway, you know? So some days I just have to find different ways to motivate myself to just stay with it. I can't see myself taking it off at this point because that would just be too much. Like, people couldn't handle that. Like, I look too good. Like, cocky, but like, I look too good. So I couldn't see myself taking it off. But I will say that finding a style that works for me, when I say style, I mean scarf, I mean dress. When I say dress, I mean just like clothes in general, will really help me feel more confident and comfortable in hijab. Like, I'm comfortable now, but like sometimes I just have my moments where I'm like, oh, I can't stand this because I can't find anything to wear that's cute, that's like all the way modest. So yeah, if somebody wants to sponsor, want to do a collab, let's work on that. Email me. Overall, I know hijab is good. It's just taking some getting used to. So if you're out there and you feel like hijab is just not working for you, just know you're not alone. The only tip that I can give, I'm not going to make a whole separate video on hijab, like tips on it, but find a style that works for you, that you like. Experiment with colors. I know people go to hijab, black hijab, that's like the straight go-to, simple, easy. Try different colors, try things that match. Maybe try an outfit on Pinterest, like copy it from head to toe, because I look good in a lot of things, but I'm not fashionable. Like, I feel like I cannot put together an outfit and be like, oh, this would be cute with this would be cute with that. No, give me the whole outfit so I can just put it on. That's why I like dresses so much, because I don't have to think about what I'm wearing. I just put it on and maybe put on a few accessories and we're good to go. I'm not fashionable, but being fashionable in hijab, like, it helps the whole vibe. So maybe try to find some looks that you can replicate. What else is a tip? I don't know, y'all. When I find one, I'll give it to you, because I still don't know. I'm struggling myself. Just know that you are a baddie with the hijab on, just like you are when the hijab is off. And just know that your creator would not put on you anything more than you can bear. So that's the advice part of this video. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Let me know when you guys started wearing hijab. How did that go? What was your experience like? Because being a revert, I know my experiences may be totally different from someone who was brought up wearing hijab or had family members or moms who supported them. If you're a revert and you had to come to wearing hijab on your own, how did you do that? Like, let's talk about it, because I'm really looking to make some connections here, because it's nice to have a community. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can see more of my Ramadan Islam type of content that I'm doing for the month of Ramadan, and hopefully, inshallah, after Ramadan too. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video with a sister that you just want to hear this message, because we all need a little bit of support and motivation from time to time. All right, guys, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.